it's Caroline, Queen of Scraps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Cambridge, New Zealand. I am just showing you how to put together the Funfold card that we did for the Saturday Make and Take in August 2025. And this was inspired by Susan Campfield, and I converted it to metric. And she called it a pop-out Funfold. And it's fun. This is my version, which is slightly different measurements, but you can see it pops out, stands up like that. It will stand up and be on display. So with a nice 3D thing going on. So show you how to make that. When you come to a casual crafting, these are the kind of make and takes we do. I do often do a Funfold because everyone enjoys them, and everything will be cut and prepared for you, including a little embellishment or two, depending on what we're making. So I've already cut this DSP. This is from the Floral Fancy, I think we're calling this one. Oh, Floral Delight. So many florals. I love them all, of course, but and some bits for the front sentiment. So first of all, you've got 2 pieces of cardstock. I've already pre-scored these ones, but you'll see this one is scored at 10.5 when you do it in landscape, and you can burnish that. And then this bit is already folded as well, and it's got a few folds on it. We score it at 5, 7.5, 14.5, 21.5. And when we fold and burnish these, we want to turn them into a mountain, mountain, valley, valley. But you can always refold them if you don't like the way it's turned out. So the first things we do is we find the biggest pieces of DSP, which are these 2 pieces here, and you can work out which way around you want them. Unfortunately, these got some blots on them, so I'm going to have to turn it that way, but I don't mind because it's very pretty either way. So now let me grab my adhesive, which I think is still in my bag from yesterday's event. Hold on. Right, let's have another go. If I did a bloopers reel, it could be made up totally of me trying to get glue to come out of my Tombow. I do use them up because I do a lot of paper crafting. I do go quite a long way, but I do use a lot of them. Okay, so the first piece, the largest piece, goes on the inside like that, and then the next piece, work out which way around we want these to go. That is very nice, but also that is very nice. I might just do it this one because I think we've got some decorative bits coming up. That can be the hardest part of using this double-sided paper, is actually working out which side to stick down. Sometimes it seems such a shame to cover it up. Right, so that's that part done, and then this is the inside, the flat part. And we need to adhere these in some sort of order. Should be able to work these out. So first bit's going to go there. There we go, here's all my little pieces. So I've got a couple of pieces that will go together here for the front. And of course I wouldn't have any problem at all with the other side being the bit that shows. So let's pop that into position. And that one on top. No problem. Then we're opening this up. Now we're going to have, one of these is going to just be some plain cardstock that will work as the insert, and this is where you can do some more stamping if you like, but you can just use it to write your message. It doesn't have a ton of space, but it's enough. And then we have three spaces here now. We could put those ones. We could put that one there, which I think is the way I'll do it. Obviously I'm not going to have those ones up because that's not going to contrast with the back, and I think we want some contrast here. I like this one with the pool party inside as well. I think it's very pretty contrast with the other colours there. Yeah, pop this one here. Just make attention that the things are lining up in the top and bottom as well. And then we've got another little spot here. We can put this one. I'll put the gingham showing. Right, okay, we'll just get that into place there. Down a little. Great. So that's how it looks, and that's how we're having it folded. Again, remember mountain, mountain, valley, valley. Now you see from this one, when I put this one in place, you do want to be careful that you get the right distance with this, which is the depth of this. And so I did use a pencil and to make a couple of marks, light marks. So I made sure that when this is glued in place, it will all line up correctly. So we need a ruler, and I know that the width here is 2.5 centimetres. So I'm just going to make a little pencil mark at 2.5. I think this is my pencil. No, my pencil is not working. Let's use this little pencil. So 2.5 from the fold is where you're wanting to mark, and just make a little light mark so you've got somewhere to line up. And obviously you just come back with a eraser afterwards. So smaller panel's going to be on this side, on the right hand side, and I'm just going to add glue here. And just to see where I'm going properly, I'm just opening that top flap up. So this edge here is going to line up with that pencil mark. And make sure it's straight and make sure it's even, which it mostly is there. Okay, then we want to close it up so both those front panels are flat. So we only want to put glue on part of this flap, just like that, and then you can glue it down. It does take a minute or two to set, dry, but once you've done that, that's going to open out, have a nice flap. So I'm going to just come back with my eraser. So I just got a couple of little die cut pieces. This one was something I'd already embossed, so I've just cut it out afterwards, and we can either do it on a diamond shape like that, or I can just mat it on like that. I think I've got a small little phrase that I'm wanting to use, so I will mount that up. Just this cute little Grateful for You, which is in the Layers of Beauty stamp set, beautiful stamp set. And I'm just going to pop this on a block. As you know, I like to line these up. Gives me every chance to get it straight and not too many chances to get it wrong. I'm going to come in with the old olive just to add something that will tone in there. Now I think that's going to fit. Yes, it's definitely going to fit in there okay. And keep that straight, keep this straight, keep everything straight, and then you've just got the best chance of getting it all lined up, and you won't be disappointed and have to do it again. Close up your ink straight away. I'm going to pop this on here just with glue onto the mat. And then I'll use a couple of dimensionals. Now obviously when you stick it onto here, you want to be careful that you don't stick it on over top of the fold line here to stop it from bending there. So I'm just going to pop it onto this side. See, if I put it there, which you might be tempted to do, if you put the glue in the wrong place, it's not going to work. So you'd have to just be careful that you don't only put the glue on one side, or just put the dimensionals on one side. So dimensionals seem to be out of my white dimensionals at the moment, and I'm just going to use black because it really doesn't matter for most things. I'm just going to use these black ones. Oopsie, I didn't listen to my own advice. Here's another little blooper for you. Obviously we're only going to put them on this side here. That actually also might be a little close. So if you don't muck about too much, you can remove those things and stick it down. So I think we'll just pop it there. And then when you open this, it's going to be like this, overlapping. And you've got so open up there, and you've got the option like that. And I'm just going to simply decorate this. I could do so much more, but I'm just going to take this little bee that I've already put onto a glue dot, and I think I'll just have the bee coming down this way and just filling in that space a little. Actually, maybe I won't. I'll have it going the other way. There we are, little bee, little golden bee. I hope you enjoyed it.